Hey, howdy and welcome to rightedition.com. Thank you. So many people do watch our show and I appreciate it. People from around the world just last month in October. For instance, 319,000 new users came to Right Edition in addition to the millions of people that watch the show anyway, and most people do actually come to the website. The various platforms that we're on were censored. I mean, I gotta say, it's kind of bizarre. Like for instance, last week we had 3 million data requests, and that's just on the web. Wow. Big numbers. It's not monetized. I just kind of keep on funding it because I want to. I have an opinion, and if my opinion can help in any way kind of shape your opinion, good or bad, right or left, I think it's a good thing. So I'm going to kind of keep on because of the censorship that we're on. Again, pardon the repetition, but with other platforms. For instance, I watched YouTube one day just as an example, and I looked at it, and the show showed 0 views, and yet it had many likes, and I think 40 or 50 likes and several comments and 0 views. And that's just kind of typical of what goes on, but people from around the world do watch. The majority of our audience is in America, followed by Canada and then England and many other places. So no matter where you live, I hope you enjoyed today's show because it's only about one country. It's about Canada, and what happens in Canada happens in other places as well because of globalization. Politicians who think that they're somehow above everybody else, but whose fault is it? It's our fault. Many cities in Canada, 70% of voters don't vote. 70%, and 100% of them complain about the vote that they didn't make, and they don't have a part of it, right? They're no part. But they continue to complain, and the left wins because of that. And they continue on. The silent majority, the weak majority, we all got to get out and vote all of the time because otherwise this is coming to a country near you, and probably it's there already. And so many of these left-wing governments and countries, they have special interest groups that they spend all their time with, and then they funnel money to other countries for gender studies and different things, and it hurts the taxpayers, it hurts the citizenry, and it's not a nice thing. In Canada, for instance, TD Canada Trust now is offering free checking to anyone who identifies as Indian. Now they say Indigenous, I still say Indian. I'm white, they're Indians. I guess now in Canada, there's so many East Indians that refer to themselves as Indians, it does get a little confusing, but for this, I refer to them as Indians. Okay, now, Indian clients will be exempt from providing proof of eligibility. So anyone can walk into the TD Bank and say, I'm an Indian, and they say, okay, fill out a form here and have a nice day. And that form will give you $3.95 a month savings on your account, and then it reflects, they say, the TD, it reflects their ongoing journey to make things right with Indians. The Royal Bank of Canada also has done this. They have a no monthly fee bank account for Indian people at the Bank of Montreal. These are all the big banks in the country. They offer personalized banking support and special offers on bank accounts, credit cards, mortgages, loans, and investments for Indian clients. Again, you have to just identify. Walk in and say, I want a good deal today, so I'm an Indian. Is that right? I don't think so. 1% of the population is true whole-blood Indian. Okay? And then you have Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, and same kind of deal. Tailored financial services to Indians, including housing loan options. You know, that's political. Banks are political, and again, they've got a special interest group. What about all the other people? Do they get special deals? No, they don't. And if you're a white guy, a man, white, Christian, oh no, and conservative, have a nice day. Good luck with anything, again, because of what the people didn't do. They didn't vote right. Now, you know, Indians in Canada, did they get a bad deal? Maybe. I don't know. But it happened hundreds of years ago, and today everyone's apologizing. The Indians have so much strength because of the government giving them special things. Is it proper? What about the other people? Again, back to that. Then you have the UN. The UN, they're involved with the Indian situation in Canada. Really? The globalization, it has been successful, I guess. They've come and said, do this and do that to Indians, and everyone is listening to them. Really? I mean, recently they had a news release out with the finest restaurants in Kelowna, British Columbia, and they talked mostly about Indian restaurants and Indian land and Indian things. Again, that's a UN. Interference? No kidding. I mean, I'm not against Indians. I don't care what color you are. Be purple. I don't care. Doesn't matter. We should all be treated the same. I mean, if there's an issue, if I was Prime Minister, I would give a blank check to the boss of the Indian Affairs and said, go fix this and just do whatever you have to do. And when it's over, we'll all be Canadian and we'll all be the same. But again, it's a special interest group and it ain't going to happen that day. And it's unfortunate and it's kind of sad because there's so many things going on. Again, unceded land. You don't have a defense because everyone's been saying it. So clean it up. You need a politician to say, hey, guys, we got a whole bunch of Canadians here, 40 million people, and we got 1 million pure-blood Indians. What are we doing? Fix this. But instead they're not. They give them more. I think there's a $35 billion budget for Indians. What about all the other people? It's not fair. It's not. I mean, you got to kind of go with the numbers and the time. I mean, I guess I'm sorry that white people got massacred by Indians. I'm sorry that Indians got massacred by white people. I'm sorry. But it's not my deal. It was 100, 200 years ago, right? I mean, then I saw the Canadian Remembrance Day. I mean, the big thing was we prayed for the military from wars and present. That was nice. Canada is glorious and free. That makes me sad. I mean, all the soldiers, I think, in World War II and World War I and Vietnam, Canadian soldiers, they'll be rolling in their graves. I mean, glorious and free? Not so glorious anymore. With a government that leads the country, it's a disaster. I mean, it's not nice. Free? I don't think so. Ain't free. Hey, lastly, studies show that kids who are homeschooled could miss out on the opportunity to be a gay communist. Hey, have you got that? Kind of roll that into the whole topic. Again, I'm not against anybody, except people who, I don't like racists, and who's a racist? Our government in Canada, they're a racist. So hey, thanks for watching. No matter where you are in the world, give it some thought. Am I right? Am I left? Hey, I ain't left, I can tell you that. But it has to be fixed. Every country has their own little issues, and we all got to show up and vote and make sure that things are done properly. There's a way to fix all of these issues, but only people can do that. And you need somebody that says, Canada first, England first. You need all of that. So hey, get a man on that, will you? See ya.